sometimes if I start, they realize that okay, they're supposed to clean. So hi guys, welcome again to my channel. It's your girl Shalom Johnson, and I'm here to another amazing video. If you're new, you're welcome. Please do also subscribe, like, share, and also leave your comments. And to my subscribers, you're welcome. I love you. Yeah, so for today's video, I'll be taking you back to one of my old videos. So I think 3 weeks back I made a video concerning my room that had been changed from room 12 to room 20. So, and I told you and I promised you guys that I was going to make a video to tell you or explain to you like the reason why I was moved out. So this is gonna be that video. I think I'll start from the very beginning. So naturally in AFIT we pay for our hostel and our port house, but as at last session, the new commandant that was put in AFIT, he made a new entire different process or procedure. So he said that we're going to apply for the hostel. So you like apply online. For those that want hostels, you apply online, and then if your name come out on the list of those that will get hostels, then you like continue into payments and all. So I applied for NAFIL. I told you that there are two NAFILs. There is a NAFIL of 50k and there's a NAFIL of 100k. At the time of the application, I applied for NAFIL 50k because I had no intentions of going to NAFIL 100k. So I applied for NAFIL 50k because it was more like a friend thing. So most of my friends were applying for NAFIL 50k, so we all like decided to apply for NAFIL 50k. You get. So I applied for NAFIL 50k, and then the semester, that is the session, came to an end. But we were to resume early December, or was it late November? I can't really remember. So but that early December we actually had a French exam. I was to write the of A2. So we came back that period, that of A2 period, to write our French exams. Now, yeah, that December period, sorry, to write our French exams. So it was on December 6th that we wrote the exams. So we wrote the exams, blah 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 blah. So before the whole exam the list had already come out. The first list came out, my name was not on the list, so I was already like worried, oh, I didn't get hosted, blah blah blah. So I talked to some people in the fellowship, because there were like one sister in the fellowship, I can't mention her name. She was like, if you know you have not seen your name on any list, that drop your name, your matric number and your department. So I dropped it, I and my friends, because my friends who had not gotten, some of my friends had gotten but some hadn't. So we dropped our names and stuff. The second list came out and I still didn't see my name. So they were like, if you still haven't seen your name, you know, blah 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 blah. We dropped our name again. So it was on the third list that came out that I actually saw my name. But then the problem was that what I applied for was not what I was given. Okay, most of my friends that applied for the NAFIL 50k, like all of us together, they actually pushed them to test fund. But me, why was my case so different? Like from 50k, it pushed me all the way to 100k. Like, so when I saw it, I was like, Jesus. So this was not the plan. This was not like the what I budgeted for. So I chatted the sister again, and I was like, that please, oh, what I applied for is NAFIL 50k. Now I'm seeing my name in NAFIL 100k. That, you know, please, they should try and help me to take me back to the NAFIL 50k, or push me to TED fund, since TED fund is also 50k. So they were like, they'll see what they can do, stuff. So we wrote I came to school, we wrote the French exam, stuff like that. So the thing is, when the portal now opened for payment, according to the rule, only if your name is on the list that you can pay. So now the portal opened and there were different, all the hostels were open. So I thought that since they opened all the hostels, I could just like randomly pay anything, you get. So I went to go and pay for TED fund, which my name was not on, because they are different, like TED fund has its own list, NAFIL phase 1 has its own list, NAFIL phase 2 has its own list, and thereabout. So I went to go and pay for third fund phase 1, and my name was not on that list. So it was in the process of trying to like do registration. I went to the bursary and they were like, I'm owing them 50k, and I was like, 50k. And the woman was like, that I'm owing the school 50k, that what my name is reflecting on is one of 100k, and what the payment I made is one of 50k, so I need to balance them 50k. That they will not stamp my paper except I bring the remaining balance. So I was like, Jesus, so these people are actually serious with this their role. I was worried. Now I went to meet one of my friend, family friend, is a lecturer. So I met him. I was like, sir, please, blah 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 blah. But before that, I actually met a different man. That man, let me not disclose his name. The thing is about that man, that he makes promises but he never keep them. So I met him. I was like starting my issue, blah blah blah. He was like, that me, it's me that, yeah, it's my fault actually. That way I can pay for what he knows, or I know that is not supposed to happen. So he was like, he would help me speak with the dean, blah blah blah. So I waited. Now the next day I came back, no updates. Another day I came back, no updates. I kept meeting the man saying that, you know, he's a busy man, blah 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 blah. So I thought that, okay, this man is not forthcoming, he's not helping me, and the people are already saying that if I don't pay, make my payments early, they'll remove me from the list and give somebody that is more interested in. So I was now like, let me go and meet somebody else, a family friend that I know. So when I met the other man, he was like, okay, he will see what he can do to help me. The next day I came, I met the dean. I told the dean my problem. The dean told me that I was going to have to pay for the 100k hostel, and I said okay, because then the church had decided to help me. I had only 50k, so the church said that they were going to balance me the remaining 50k, get and top it up for the payment. So I told the dean that, okay, I want to actually pay for the 100k now, because I have the money now to actually pay for the 100k hostel. So he was like that I should go and make the payment. Me, I don't know how now, because the thing is, once you pay, you'll be logged out of the like portal, the hostel part, the hostel session shop. So I can't pay again. So even if I'm supposed to pay for the 50k, I pay the remaining 50k. The portal is already closed for the hostel section shop. It's already closed for me to even pay. So I now met the man that helped me to speak with the dean. He was like, I should go and meet the overall matron. So I went to the hostel matron, thinking the hostel matron, that is in the hostel I was given. I met the hostel matron thinking she was the overall matron. So when I met her, she was like that there's nothing she can do, blah blah blah. So I called the man again. I was like, sir, I met her. She said there's nothing she can do. And I asked him, like, who did I meet? I now called I said Nafi phase 2 matron. He was like, I said the overall metro. Then he was not like shouting at me that I've been in school for 3 years plus now. I don't even know the overall metro. So he now took me to our office. Then I met her. She directed me to a different man that will help me rectify the whole issue. So when I went to meet him, the thing they did was they refunded my 50k. So then the church had not replied me. I had talked to the sister and they had not said anything then. So I told my sister that, okay, they are telling me, because when I met the matron, they said they would give my space to another person. When I met him, he said he would give my space to another person. So me, I was already tense now. Before, I can't be coming from home. Transport, for a whole session, no. So I called my sister. We have this like family group and stuff. So I told them that, okay, that the church have not said anything, and I don't want to pressure them too, because other students too are asking for help. That what should we do? So my sister now, you know, whatever she did, by the grace of God, she got the extra 50k. So she topped it, like I topped it, and then I paid for the nephew phase 2. So I did my registration, blah 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 and stuff. So I went to the room I never wanted to be, because in the room itself, when I first went there was so many like cockroaches. The bedroom water was not passing, the toilet water was not passing, the tap was broken at that time. So the whole room itself was also irritating me. So I never actually wanted that room. I wanted either my nephew 50k or they give me third phone, where most of my friends were. So last now I paid for the 100 good hostel. So in the course of my registration, the church actually came and they were like that they have gotten the money, that okay, should they send it to me? So I was not like, that you guys don't have to worry, because I've been able to sort it out. My sisters have sent the money to me, that maybe you can use the money for somebody else. So I thanked the guy very well. So, and then the sister and everybody. So I thanked them. Yeah, thank you for your help, for everything I've been sorted after I've been able to make payments. I'm actually doing my registration already. So they were like, okay, we thank God, blah blah blah. So now back to the hostel issue. I went to the hostel that December period. The people that were in the room before they even left, before like the new people were supposed to park in, they were actually still there. I met a girl there. I asked her, like, that was when I asked her what the room had, like the problems the room had, and they were like, the tap is broken in the kitchen, there are so many cockroaches, the toilet's water, like the bathroom water doesn't flow, the toilet water now doesn't flow either. Like, there were so many problems. So I was like, but she was like, they will still fix it, sure. And I said, okay. The mistake I made was that I didn't keep a bed space then. Yeah. So before we went for Christmas break, I came back again, but then my roommate had come. That's my ex-roommate now. My ex-bunkmate had come. I won't mention her name. Let's just say person A had come. So I met person A, and I was like, okay, we talked, because I came with my friend, one of my friends like that, and we were talking. I asked her what department. She mentioned the department. I was like, you know, we tried relating, what level, 100 level. So we talked. So she had taken already one down bed space. So there was one other down bed space and then 2 up bunks that were left. So I told her that, okay, this down space now, I'm taking it. Please, whoever comes, tell the person that I'm taking it. Even the lockers too, nobody had picked any locker, because all the lockers were literally like open and stuff. So I picked my locker, the down locker. I picked one down locker and one down bunk. Okay, that is the last down bunk that was left, and then one down locker. She had picked one down locker already. But then the other lockers that is the other 2 lockers that were up, were all empty. So when I resumed January, now after the whole break, and I resumed January. Then when I came to the room, before I moved in fully, when I came to the room, that's when she told me that there is this person in now. She told me that the down bed had already been picked by somebody. That I didn't know. That the thing is that the girl came and she said that the bed was already hers. But then the thing about picking bed space in Afit is that once you pick a bed space, your locker will even indicate that, yeah, you actually have a bed space. So how come she picked a bed space but all the lockers were still open? Like, when I picked that same bed space, all the lockers were literally still open. So if she had actually picked that bed space, that means that locker too, there should be a locker that she had already picked too, but they were still all open. So when she told me that the bed space had already been picked, I didn't say anything. I was like, oh, okay, let me just take the up bunk then. So the other up bunk too had already been picked. The only up bunk that was left was the one that was on her own bunk, that is this person A now. So I picked the up bunk that was above her. And then when I went to like the locker now, at least my locker was still safe. That's when she told me again that is the person A, that okay, the locker that she herself picked was actually picked by the same girl that picked the bed space that I had initially picked. So I was like, okay. Then she now begged me that okay, that she doesn't want to have an up locker, she prefers down. If me, since the other girl has taken the locker that she picked, if me, I can go take the up locker and then she takes the down one. So my friend was now like that I should just go up. The locker up is still good, so there's no problem. So I was like, okay. I now picked the up locker. I removed my padlock that was in the down locker. I now picked the up locker and then locked it, because I was not resuming that day. So I locked the up locker and then I went home. So I came back fully as a full student or full member of that room. That night if I didn't even sleep in my room, I slept in my friend's room. But it was the next day that I now I took my bed to my friend's room, so I slept in her room. Then next day I now came back, I brought my bed, I arranged my things, everything, put my things in my locker, stuff like that. Now to the kitchen. I had picked a locker in the kitchen too. The first locker, if you just enter the kitchen towards your left, that was the locker I picked. But then apparently they told me, the person A told me to again, that the locker had also been picked by the same girl that picked the bunk that I also picked. So like the thing was just like confusing. I actually came before most of them, and now everybody has good space and I don't. So I was like, okay, which locker is left for me in the kitchen? And then she showed me that one that was directly under the kitchen sink, and this kitchen sink is literally leaking. Like whatever you, besides the food stuff, particles and stuff, the water literally leaks down and then it flows through the kitchen. That is the locker you people, like, with your conscience, you gave me that should be keeping my things there. That is the only locker that is left. So out of annoyance and frustration, I said, okay, it's better safe. Let me not even keep any of my things in the kitchen. Let me just keep them in my Ghana Moscow. So even my pot, I had to keep it where I was keeping my clothes and the rest. That's where I kept my kitchen utensils. But no problem. Okay, that kitchen counter now, where literally everybody's supposed to have their own space. In my new room, I showed you my own space. Literally, I was really happy in that new room. But in the kitchen counter, everybody, they occupied everywhere. They still didn't give me space in the kitchen counter. Ha. First of all, you took my bed space. Then you took my cupboard. Then now kitchen cupboard you didn't give me. Kitchen counter, you people still don't want to give me. I didn't complain, didn't say anything. I just drew my mind that okay, this kitchen, I don't have anything that is mine. That's just what I just told myself. So everything that concerns me, I don't keep it there, since I was not given any space there. So that's how I was living my life, Sha. I was living my life. So things went on. Me and my roommates, then we started vibing small. We were talking. Sometimes if I come back from class, I'm like, hi you guys, how was your day? How was lectures? They answer. Sometimes if I come back, they'll ask how was my day, how was lectures. We'll talk like blah 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 blah. Sometimes we won't talk in the night. Even the day they played football that Nigeria won, before they not finally beat Nigeria, it was my roommate self that came. This is, let me say, person B now, that came, and she was even just me about the ball, because me, I didn't go to watch the ball. She was just saying me this. She was so happy. We were just talking, we were laughing, and okay, we're vibing. Then all of a sudden, though, atmosphere changed. That was, I think, when I went home and came back. Atmosphere changed. Nobody was talking to anybody. But I don't even want stress. This is my final year. I just want to live in peace, guy. So atmosphere changed and nobody was talking to anybody. Everybody was just trying to mind their business. Okay, we continued living that way. So one peaceful night like that, all of a sudden they came on our group chat, and that's my level group chat, and they were like that everybody's supposed to submit their project topic the next day. Me, I've not even created anything. I'm supposed to submit 3 project topics the next day. So out of tension, I was like, Jesus. And I had a test the next day too. So it was even my friend that came to the window and told me. She woke me up because I was sleeping at the time. So I just got up. I was like, Jesus. I now told my roommate, please, I want to read. I now on the lights. I literally took permission. I don't know if they heard though, or maybe they just chose to ignore. Before I on that light. When I on the light, person B said, do you want to read? So I guess maybe she didn't hear when I said, please, I want to read, before I on the light. So she asked me, do you want to read? And I said yes. So I was already on my bed, so I opened my book to read. Then I now went outside to get the clothes that I washed, because I washed that morning. It was on a Sunday. So I washed that morning. I didn't go to church that Sunday. So I washed that morning, and then that evening I said, let me go and get the clothes that I washed. So I brought the clothes inside, only for person A. Now when I walked in, person A said everybody should go and sleep. Then she put off the lights. To be honest, I felt disrespected. I'm not somebody that usually asks for respect or anything, no. But I literally asked for permission before I on that light. So why will you just say everybody go and sleep, you put up the light? Like, these people literally, they cook by 11 p.m. sometimes, or 12 a.m. in the morning. The light used to be on. I don't used to complain. Sometimes I just use my blanket and my duvet and cover my eyes if the light is affecting me, because then it was even Harmattan period, so there was not much heat. There was actually cold. So once they on the light like that to start cooking around, because they come from, I don't even know where they come from, but whenever they come late and they are hungry, they cook 11 p.m. in the night, 12 a.m. in the morning. They are cooking what they will eat that for that period. So the light is usually on. Me, I don't used to complain, because all of us pay the same amount of money. So I would just either cover myself with duvet and all. So now I want to read, and you're saying everybody should go and sleep. You can put off the light. I didn't say anything actually. I just dropped my clothes on the chair, because I brought chair during the last visit home and when I came back, because I could not access my things up. You know, I told you I now took the up locker because the other girl wanted the down one. So I had to get chair so that I could be able to reach up. So I kept my clothes on that chair, and then I went to put on the light. And then they were not making side comments. They will talk, they will laugh, they will look at me, they will laugh. I didn't say anything. I climbed my bed, as long as I cannot off the light again. I climbed my bed, I was reading. I started looking for project topic. I even talked to my sister and stuff like that. We were trying to come up with ideas on what project topic I could actually create at that point. So after that, that's the first one. Now let's move to dirtiness. Okay. Woo! We are literally, how will I put it? I feel like in the whole of Nafi phase 2, yeah, room 12 was the dirtiest of them all. The most dirty. Like, literally, plates are stored for days. Sometimes there was a pot, that one macaroni pot like that one of, let's say, person C now cooked, that she didn't eat the macaroni, she didn't wash the pot. She went home, she came back, that pot, that dirty pot with macaroni inside, literally stayed for a full week. It was not washed. Plates will be stored for days. Nobody will wash it. So the whole cockroach became our, definitely, I told you that in Afit it's like there's a cockroach problem. So but then it was getting worse, because they had actually fumigated the whole hostel before we moved in. So now the cockroach coming again means that this is as a result of the dirtiness in the room. So there's been let me just move on. So the dirtiness was becoming something else. Sure. So sometimes, like, okay, the matron came. I was not the room leader. Person B was the room leader. So the matron came one day and was like, who is the highest in the room? And I was like, I'm the one. She was like, okay, make cleaning roster for the whole roommate, and then the things that have spoiled and the things that are the things that we met that were spoiled and the things that we met that were good. That she write everything on list and place it on the wall. So I made the duty roster. I picked Monday. Person B picked Tuesday. Wednesday was a general cleaning something. Person A was on Thursday, and person C was on Friday. Then Saturday was for the first bunk, which is my bunk, me and person A, and then Sunday was for person B and person C. That was how I arranged the duty roster. I clean on Mondays, I clean on my turn. I unfailingly safe. Sometimes I wake up by 3 in the night. That's in the morning, 3 a.m. just so I can clean the room, because one thing about me is that I don't like coming from stressful lectures and all. I'll come and now with the mindset that I still have work to go and do in those days. I don't used to like it. But if maybe I sleep late, that's only when I don't wake up in the night to clean. So when I first created the duty roster, I was waking up by 3 in the morning. I woke up by 3. I will clean the room, wash the bedroom, the toilet, sweep, mop, everything, throw the dustbin, everything. Person B, on the other hand, that was supposed to clean on Tuesdays, She usually don't clean on her Tuesdays, but who am I to talk? General cleaning, sometimes if I start, they realize that okay, they're supposed to clean too. Or sometimes, okay, there was a time that I was just tired, I didn't even do anything. It was the person A and the squatty, in short, that actually cleaned the room. That person B just don't used to clean. So the person C, that one, she's hardly around, so she's hardly in the room, so I can't even tell. Almost time she's just watching TikTok or videos, so she's always minding her business. I like her for that, sure. So moving forward, there was only a time our toilet stopped working, like the water in the toilet stopped flowing, and I had to call plumber. Initially my roommate had called before and they said there was nothing wrong with it, so I called them again that this is literally the water is not flowing, that they should come and check it for themselves. So when they came, the first thing the man said was, because that day it was person B that was supposed to clean, let's say B was supposed to clean that day and she didn't clean. The first thing the plumber came, because it was about 4 men that entered our room that day. When the first man entered, he was like, "It is the room girls are living in." The thing was like a slap on the face, because Jesus, for it, see, there is a way that girls will insult a girl. Okay, it's my fellow woman insulting me, but it's a different thing when a man is saying it, because guy, that means your own have passed that small level. He was like, "Is this the room girls are living in?" I just pretended like I didn't even hear it, because it's a shameful thing. And as if I didn't even hear it too. I took him to the bathroom. He was like, because the bathroom man was dirty, the toilet man was dirty. Like the kitchen, I had to even close the kitchen before they walked in, because if you see the plates that were stored, Jesus, if you see the plates that were stored, I literally had to close the kitchen before I even told them to come in, so that they will not even sit down and talk anything. So thank God they didn't sit down, but the dustbin was over full. It was literally littered on the ground. The remaining things I could not even fit in the dustbin again were on the floor. So the room was messed up. Slippers were everywhere. Like, jeez. Last, the man fixed the bathroom. Water was now flowing. He fixed the toilet, so water was now flowing and everything. So I had to go and meet B, and I was like, "You know, you're the one that's supposed to clean today." She said, "Yes, she knows." Okay. I went to sleep. I woke up around 5, 6. I was preparing for, because it was Tuesday now, I was preparing for prayer. So 5 to 6, I was like, "B, you know you're the one cleaning today?" She said, "Yes, she knows she's going to clean." Okay. She cleaned that day actually. She swept. I don't know if she mopped, because when she was sweeping, I left. So I don't know if she mopped, I don't know if she did not mop. But all I know is that she never washes that bedroom or toilet. It's just, I don't think it's part of her to wash those things. So I left when she was sweeping. I don't know if she mopped, I can't tell. But when I came, the room looked okay. It was, you could live in it, sure. So that aside, the whole reason that I even escalated or caused this whole movement, let me even land now, it was because of extension.